quite too... All right, it's certainly odd. It's odd in the same vein of all those other characters that we were talking about that we rarely ever get to see odd. But the spear is what's transferring over and what I believe Goddess has really been excelling at when playing Grim.
Yeah, I mean, the spear's been solid. Of course, the spear ground pound's been hitting so often. Elsom, though, hitting so many horizontal hits as Goddess is going to fall very quick, less than 30 seconds into the game.
Yeah, that's the fastest that we've seen anybody from this blue team ever go down in any of the sets so far on stream. And much to my surprise, it was Goddess. We've seen Amayze go down early a few times, but not Goddess. Goddess has been doing such a great job of the stock tank situation. But Elsom, as you said, those Sares just kept hitting over and over again.
The horizontal moves. Goddess able to get a downlight side air, but again, this Thor just able to kind of tank all those to the face.
Ooh, nice job. Spot dodges, or air dodges the weapon throw, cancels it into a neutralite. Doggo on the edge guard, gets punished by the ground pound. Nice turnaround and stops the punish. Beautiful job with the signature, getting him off the top with the down sig. And now has taken the lead for the blue team, even though Goddess is pretty darn damaged.
Yeah, and on that second stock already, but a fantastic wake-up, great weapon toss coming out from Elsom. Goddess hits both the red team members, but unfortunately couldn't continue the string.
Ooh, falls to the down
Nice,
air. Downer hits again.
nice.
Downer hits 3 times. Doggo jumping into all of it. Ground pound could come through. And Goddess gets the ground pound. I thought it was going to be Amayze, but they target swapped perfectly. And Amayze with the triple lance down air that led to that early knockout on a Doggo. And that was considerably early for how hard it was for them to take Doggo's first stock.
I love the way that Amayze will set up these KOs and then just go, all right, Goddess, your turn. You just finish that off. I'm going to start building up the next one. Like,
yeah, sometimes literally pushing Goddess into the knockout. It is really cool to see, and they have turned this game around from a deficit into a 4-stock to 2 lead.
Elsom and Doggo, they've got weapons in hand. They could try to take out Goddess here, even up this stock count. You see Elsom already swinging big with that down sig.
Whoa. Doggo so close to the top of the stage. Amayze getting so many recoveries. The bow has really been worth praise this game as they have just been coming back with it so well. Goddess also, like, considering that Goddess went down in 18 seconds or whatever at the beginning of the game, only stock going down to 1 stock now, so incredibly impressive. Amayze follows shortly afterwards, and all Goddess has to do is survive long enough, but the team combo coming out from Elsom and Doggo was amazing.
Yeah, I love the way Elsom went out for that one. Knew that they weren't in position for the sandwich, so he was like, all right, I got to get in position on the outside. But he takes out his teammate, and it's all left
down
to 1v2.
Down 6. Oh, sideline recovery hits. Amayze gets him off the top.
Almost as cool.
Not even close. That's not, dude. Yeah, you're making it so hard to guess.
I'm trying to help, man. I'm trying to. Good job, players.
Amayze has been doing so good today that I feel like I can have a little bit of leniency on not being like, wow. Granted, silent recovery is pretty tough. It hit on Lance actually.
It's not true. All right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. We saw that situation where there was the alley-oop where Amayze tried to catch somebody with a side light and the recovery missed because it's just like you're really gambling with a lot there going for that maneuver. It's just hard to get those knockouts confirmed on Lance. But Amayze makes it work. And while the damage numbers are not that high, really impressive performance coming out from Goddess where the stock was lost, like we said, in 20 seconds, and then still being the stock tank anyways, allowing Amayze to really get a lot of damage through. And Doggo and Elsom, with such a crazy early lead, were not able to capitalize. And that makes me wonder what they've got coming up for games number 2 and so on, because last time these were the 2 characters they switched to when their backs were against the wall. And now they started off against the wall, and it's like, well, how much further can you get?
How closer can you get? Can you keep dividing the distance by 2? That's a big question. And Goddess is still sticking with the Dusk. And kind of like you said, you got to give her a lot of credit for being able to clutch up after losing that first stock early. Like, a lot of people will take that and just like get upset, maybe play over aggressive to try to make up that difference.
Oh, I didn't
but she
sense
clutched
that
up
at all.
Yeah.
It was, in fact, just like the performance just got better, and which was just a pretty scary thought going up against for Doggo and Elsom going up against this team, because it was kind of like, okay, well, we literally did the best that we could ever do opening up in a 2v2, and we lost the game pretty hard. So we'll have to see how it changes going into games 2 and 3 of this elimination final, because winner of this is going to be going on to fight in the grand final for the entire championship. So looking at this, Shipwreck falls for game number 2. Let's see how it plays out, as we still have Taros and Thor for Elsom and Doggo.
Yeah. Thor subbing in for the Undertaker for now. No weapon in hand for Goddess, but this is Shipwreck. It's going to be a lot harder for those horizontal KOs to happen in favor of the red team.
Let's see, Goddess already doing better. Wait.
Where are you going?
Okay, now
Got
it's
back.
officially doing better than the last game. I was like, when they fell down on the stage, I was like, the timer's still technically even. Science and Amayze puts Doggo off the right side of the stage. Downer doesn't snipe. Doggo can make it back. Elsom with the ground pound.
Snap.
Downer right afterwards, just chasing Goddess around. Can she make it back? Down6 not going to be able to punish it. Elsom goes up for the spike, and the Downer doesn't punish either. Lots of missed punishes coming out for the blue team here, but still a slight lead.
Yeah, just very narrow margins on both sides. Doggo the one in the off stage though. Nice gravity cancel neutralite, unfortunately couldn't follow up, and you see Elsom trying to chase after it.
Oh, that's a great punish. Gravity cancel Down6, knowing that's gone. He gets 3 good hits. Amayze could go down pretty shortly afterwards. Recovery, not enough to take down Thor. Too much defense, and Elsom corner guarding with the hammer. One-sider on either of their opponents.
Scoop.
I mean, that's a great mix-up. They'll take the stock, and Goddess could go down right afterwards. There's the neutral sig. That's it. 6 stocks to 4.
Good read from Doggo there. Kind of saw that Goddess was going for those dodges out when they were playing right above them. And so, of course, able to read it, get that end sig, clean up the stock. And there's a slight advantage to the red team. Not quite the same as they had in game number 1, but it might get evened up soon.
Yeah, Amayze really looking for those side airs to end the stock here. Doggo interrupting that momentum from Amayze, and Amayze switching over to Doggo's new stock. Goddess hasn't taken too much damage just yet, trying to get those D-lights to hit. There's one. Cider comes through. Elsom gets that revenge nair. But that's
what
the stock.
a spot dodge from Amayze.
That was amazing. Elsom went for the jump. Elsom went for that jumping gravity cancel down sig. But the spot dodge was so great. And then the Cider comes through, gets the stock, and now Doggo on the other side has not been doing so well against Goddess in the 1v1, and the damage lead's going over to the blue team.
Yeah, they're just building this lead, and I just keep revisiting that spot dodge inside of the down sig from Elsom, because that can be a long active frame move, but went for the spot dodge inside it. Down sig thrown out on the left side.
Yeah, if Elsom was really in Amaze's head, would have pivoted the down sig. The spot dodge wouldn't have worked.
Catch the other side. Nice follow up there. They're going to clean up the stock, and they're going to maintain this slight lead. Amayze trying to even it up.
Let's see, Amayze falls in with a side sig.
Oh, he's not in position.
The side sig really caught Elsom off guard with how far he was able to travel with it. And then the decider comes forward, and Elsom's down. Amayze, oh, they got the alley-oop even with that much knockback on him. What an amazing cider. It was like so weird because it still had to because when Lance hits you, you get that aggressive like knockback sound where it's like stacked and then you go flying. And him getting interrupted there with that cider was so much that it was just jarring to see. But look at that, Amayze still holding on to the second stock. Goddess going down though would be huge.
This could be bad for the blue team as the weapon toss. Gravity cancel and light, and Goddess is out of there. It's all left to Amayze. Doggo and Elsom have the opportunity to get themselves on the board.
I would say this is the toughest doable 1v2 we've seen on stream so far.
Okay.
like this is
what makes it tough.
Well,
let's break down the statement.
It is 2 players that have a stock each with a good amount of health on both of them, right? But because it's a stock each, if you're able to focus down one, there's a chance that you could get that 1v1 afterwards. It's still a 1v1.
So tough for Amayze.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were saying tough for the red team, and I was like,
no.
Okay.
That would be
parse through
bold.
this.
That would be bold to say. No. This
I know you're a Amayze fan.
I am, but a 2v1 is a 2v1, Duke. It is really hard to perform in that. And we can see there as Elsom and Doggo are showing why it is so difficult, opening up the beginning of that stock with a team combo and ending it with a team edge guard into a D-like ground pound to stop themselves from getting eliminated in this elimination final as we're going on to game number 4.
Yes, this will be the semifinal elimination in the fact that there's technically one more in the grand finals, right?
No, well, it's the grand final,
is eliminated.
And then so it's the grand final. But if the team that comes from the elimination final is the one that wins, then you go into the grand final elimination.
Okay.
But
ultimately, one final team will be eliminated after the grand finals.
But one team is like technically not at risk of elimination in a grand final.
Yes, one team could not be. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Valid.
Yeah.
Here we go. Game number 3, tied 1 apiece. The red team seemingly finding a solution to the blue team. Maybe the answer is to take out Goddess or just get those fantastic follow-ups like that gravity cancel down sig.
Nice highlight sider. Went for the alley-oop from Elsom, but he couldn't get the hammer sider to connect. Goddess gets the down light on the orb. 2 down lights now as Elsom's taking even more damage. And the spot dodge on the neutral light. Such great spot dodges coming out from both Amayze and Goddess when it comes to fighting against the Axe. But this could just be the edge guard that makes them. And look at that. Amayze was just kind of like, I'm not even going to try to get in Goddess's way.
Yeah.
Just fast falls out, knows that they can't make it back. And Goddess gets neutralized, and that could be her stock. No, makes it back. And Elsom or Doggo do anything about it.
You see Elsom in position, hanging around, knows a Stomp Sider will take out Goddess, and it does. Red team mounting a lead here against this blue team.
Ooh, side air hits, neutral light connects, neutral sig spikes, weapon throw forward.
He's going
Elsom
deep.
goes in for the recovery, and this could oddly turn into an advantage for the blue team.
And he's good.
All right, everybody makes it back, which is not the result I was expecting. Downsig has a little bit more friendly fire, but red team is really playing with this lead here because it was 6 stocks to 4, right? Even if it ended up disastrously, it would still be an even game in terms of the stock count.
And now it's getting better for the red team as Elsom with a fantastic hammer edge guard takes out Amayze. Amayze, who has been so critical for this blue team, now on her final stock. This could be rough for the blue team.
There is the double knockout coming out with that shutdown, 1 for each player on the blue team, but you're right, it is 4 stocks to 3. Goddess is a good amount of damage and is looking tough. Well, let's see what's able to happen here. I wonder if Goddess will switch over to Brynn if it's a loss, but it has to be a loss first, and Goddess is really doing great on the Dusk with the downlight cider so far.
Yeah, unfortunately can't switch characters mid-match,
Yeah. Oh, that recovery was huge. Caught him in the middle of the air, Doggo off the top, and now it's suddenly looking like a winnable game. Down air hits, can Amayze get the double down or no? Goddess really doesn't want to bring this to a game 5.
Goddess!
But that side sig will take her stock out. And on the other side, Doggo is really trying to make up for that stock loss on Amayze.
Yeah, still the advantage to the red team. Elsom the one holding the stock count, but the blue team has this hope. If they take out Doggo, they could do this.
Ooh, neutral light hits Elsom, but Elsom's still on 2 stocks. If Doggo goes down, you're right, they can't do it, but Amayze so close to going down.
Punish.
Amazing job with the neutral signature, but the weapon throw up forces Doggo to the stage. Goddess can't get the punish, and Elsom only gets a cider for his troubles. Goddess getting hit both left and right. Ground pound would have been huge there, but Elsom makes it out.
Everybody down to their final stocks. Blue team is taking a decent amount of damage here, and Elsom just moves on over, gets the stomp side air. Red team might be closing this one out unless Goddess brings out something big.
Oh, yeah. I think the highest chance Goddess has here is for Elsom to really go off stage with some crazy downlight thing like that.
The
and it's
out.
working.
Oh,
the clash gets Doggo. He dodges back up. Man, that's what I was hoping for Goddess. But
she's good.
Oh, Elsom going for the recovery. Lots of sweat beads coming out, but they're just kind of like, okay, let's both pick up a weapon first.
Let's relax a little bit. Let's breathe. Let's breathe.
Because there's a risk they go down there. And I was, all right. Elsom and Doggo taking that stock. I'm not sure. Was that? Okay.
What was
I'm trying to think if that. I thought for some reason I thought that was match point, but the score said 1-1. So now it's match point.
Yes.
For Elsom and Doggo, it's a huge adjustment coming out there. An amazing Goddess. 1 game away.
She's sticking with the Dusk.
Okay.
Yo, this team combo though. Look at this.
Yeah, the neutral stick was fantastic.
Some moves don't pop up enough for it. One that I love is Blaster's downlight to lead into that one. But not every move will let you team combo into the hammer and sig.
Oh, you're speaking specifically from a Taros hammer perspective.
For sure.
I see. Oh, Doggo against Goddess on the right side of the stage, already opening with so much. Elsom gets the side sig, and Elsom was ready after the side sig to get the rising side air alley-oop. Didn't hit it, but the down sig hits both opponents there, and that's a great start for the red team.
Yeah, Elsom just getting so much damage, hitting multiple blue team members with signature after signature. That just adds up so much damage so fast.
Neutral sigs and side sigs from either team, or either person on the red team here. Weapon throw comes down. Another weapon throw stops the side sig, goes for the D-Light ground pound. Okay, Elsom was doing an unarmed D-Light ground pound, and he tried to do a D-Light weapon pickup ground pound.
Hammer ground pound's not the same.
And missed the stage completely and the stock, and honestly, that's pretty huge in that moment, I feel like. Momentum really shifted back over to being in this like murky middle ground where I'm not really sure who has it now.
Yeah, this is relatively even. I mean, both teams have 1 person on second stock and 1 person in the red, and Amayze going in, adding up damage after damage onto Elsom's second
I
stock.
wonder if Elsom meant to pick up the hammer. I'm like still reeling after that. And I feel like Elsom is too a little bit because Elsom's like already in orange on second stock here after just coming back after losing that stock to that ground pound. Doggo gets the scoop, interrupting the recovery from Amayze, and Amayze gets the team combo. Okay, we're seeing some stabilization coming out for the red team here. Some nice team combos coming out from them. D-Light, or Silent D-Light doesn't quite hit, but the falling Nair could do it. No punish from Amayze, and Doggo and Elsom goes up to the side sig. Elsom could go down the one stock pretty early here.
Yo, but some good positioning from Elsom, avoiding all the hits while Doggo respawns. Finally gets tapped by a neutral layer. Downlight, oh! The recovery doesn't connect for Goddess, and
Cider
Elsom's
does,
still
though.
living.
And the biggest factor here is that Goddess has all 3 of her stocks. Caster's Curse has 2 stocks, but that second stock doesn't have that much damage. Okay, we're in a pretty close game here, and it could be made even closer.
That's a tough spot.
Why is this happening?
They were too close. They had the same
That's the second
weapon.
time that we've seen Thor do that today.
Well,
That's pretty cool.
it's kind of hard.
It's where the side stick hits and grabs one person, but the swing hits the other, and that gets the knockout.
That time it was the teammate, though.
Yeah. Really close game. Goddess took a lot of damage there. Doggo has it as well. Amayze and Elsom are the ones that have to be careful here. If either go down first, I basically give the game over to the other team.
Yeah.
With how leads are working right now. So let's see how this works out. Focusing Doggo out. Elsom gets punished with the silent. No! Doesn't get the cider afterwards. It's really hard to hit that on Orb Duke.
It can be challenging. Elsom able to dodge down, found the gap inside of it. You do see Doggo about to get taken out. Elsom's taking a lot of damage too. This could be really bad for the red team.
Ooh, falling there. Elsom gets the
combo.
neutral light afterwards. Doggo saves Elsom from taking too much damage, but the land side air comes through and Amayze wants that edge guard. Doggo doing such a great job at protecting Elsom on this final stock, but there the side tick takes him down, and Doggo in the 1v2. 2 stocks to 3, but that is a damaged second stock as that unarmed sidelight almost had enough force behind it.
Yeah, these kicks from Amayze. Doggo, I mean, there's always the whole nice down air.
Wait, Amayze really risked it all on that ground pound. That was...
Okay, if that was Goddess who did it, I'd be like, okay, you had an extra stock. Amayze does not have an extra stock. Now it's basically just a 1v1 if Doggo hits a Sair.
Doggo gets a stop cider, or I think you're right, just a Sair now. It is a dead even 1v1. So let's see what Goddess could do. Stop Sair. All right.
That might have been the critical ground pound.
You know what?
From
It was
Amayze.
in exchange for what Elsom did on the right side of the stage at the very beginning of the match, right? With that ground pound that literally just sent him off stage. Double D-Light Cider. That's a great start. Recovery catches the landing. Nair gets him as well. Doggo just getting damaged and no damage in return. Nicely done from Goddess, but now it's Doggo's turn. Comes in for that pivot down there. Can't quite hit it with the sidelight Cider. That one connects. Brings Goddess into yellow. Let's see what Goddess can do.
Didn't catch the dodge, so couldn't get that extra down light. Goddess over to Orb. We've got an Orb mirror match, but a double down light into the side air.
Oh, and Doggo falling, imagining that he had a weapon, but he did not. Unarmed side air can't reach. Hammer picked up. Oh, that was a wild down air. That side air hits.
Still, Goddess taking far less damage than Doggo has. Just a side light to punish.
Oh, but it's tough. Knocking out with the orb. Sidelight side air. One more of those could do it. Doggo tries to make it back to the stage. That down sig doesn't quite hit. Falling cider doesn't hit either. And Goddess is now an orb versus orb. Doggo puts that one down there. Doesn't hit. Second down
Doggo
there.
struggling to find connections onto Goddess right now. Goddess doing such a good job in this 1v1.
Oh.
This is the Sair though.
Sidelight cider is one. Goes for the recovery of the other one. Another cider hits. Doggo winning a lot of neutral exchanges. Spot dodge is gone. He hit. He was really ready for that.
Okay.
There's
Doggo
no way
taking
he
the bait.
goes for a Thor down zig on orb. There's no way that he would do that, right?
Are you
dude?
trying to curse him?
I'm like,
the way you're
here's the
saying
thing.
it is
I'm like watching how he played, and I'm like, oh no, he might do it. Oh, okay, no, he tosses
over
the
to
orb
Hammer.
away. Hammer picked up.
Stop
Gravity
side
cancel
air.
stop. Goddess, we can feel the nerves here. Goddess is it just doesn't know how
a
to
stressful
approach.
spot.
That's it. Stop cider, and Doggo gets it. Duke, I cannot believe that 3-1 happening in the elimination final. Amayze went for that bow ground pound, lost the stock. We're going to see it right here. That replay where both you and I were like, it's okay, you have 2 stocks left. And then we went, huh?
Like, wait, nope. no, you don't. You had one, and now you had 0. And
Oh.
fantastic had 0. And fantastic play from Doggo. Goddess was doing a good job building up the damage, but Doggo was the one who cleaned up that final stock.
There was 2 like side light
grand
side airs
finals.
on Orb that Doggo got in a neutral win over Goddess, where even though Goddess was only in orange, I was like, that's it. The momentum's like switched over. Goddess is too afraid to go back in. Doggo's got it in her head, and that was the game. That stomp sire at the end, giving Doggo 814 damage, shows that Doggo really carried that.